Bom dia from Portugal. We have arrived here at a beautiful little place. We camped here overnight. We arrived pretty late, that's why we didn't show you anything. But Nina's here just quickly making some quick sandwiches. But we have woken up in the Douro Valley. Am I saying it right, Nina? Yes. My little pronunciation girl. What a legend. We've woken up here in the Douro Valley, which is the oldest wine region in the world. Actually, it's pretty beautiful. It's unfortunate. It's a little bit overcast today. Such a nice little place. I'll show you around. So we've basically, look, check this out. So behind here, this is some bathrooms that apparently open all the time. You've got bins. You've got a beautiful view. You've got the sound of the birds. Listen. Perfect. So anyway, we're going to do what we thought was maybe the most appropriate thing to do for this region, because this region is also very famous for its port wine. Obviously port wine comes from Porto, but we're about, I think, an hour away from Porto, maybe an hour and a half, and this is the region that they source all their grapes from for the famous port wine. So we're going to have some bits to eat, and we're going to shoot off from here and do a cheeky little wine tasting, because, you know, what else to do when you start a Portuguese trip in the oldest wine valley in the world? Got to go try some of that good wine. So let's hit it. So after a little bit of searching, we've arrived at the winery, and we're not actually sure if we can film in here, so we're gonna have to see, but check out all these good wines. Don't actually know that much about wine, to be honest, but we'll learn a bit today, hey?
We do.
Try some port wine. That's what we do. So in this room that we're in now is where they basically jump in here and step on the grapes to separate the skins to the rest of the grape, which is quite cool. So we've just stopped over here at the last place for the little tour around the wine region of this winery, and it's been a pretty great little trip. We've got our little gangster 4x4 behind us. That's what we're beginning to get around in, which is pretty cool. But yeah, check out this place. It's just absolutely beautiful. So we've just finished the little tour around the vineyard, and we're going to now do some tasting. So we've got 9 wines coming up, so I got to be a little bit careful because I'm supposed to drive after this. Let's do it.
This way. So this is a vintage.
Super. So we've been trying through a bunch of these absolutely beautiful wines, but now it's time to try the local specialty, some port wine. After learning a bunch of information and history about the Douro Valley region and tasting some local wines, it was time to head a little southwest to the stunning city of Porto. We had booked a campsite that was run by a lovely couple who had converted the backyard of their home into a small campsite for around 15 campers at a time. As we arrived, they just so happened to be doing a wine tasting also. It was a great way to get to know the owners and also the other people who were camping there. Let's just say I slept very well. After 2 wine tastings in one day, we've woken up feeling somewhat fresh, but we're going to be exploring today Porto. It's a pretty beautiful little place here, so I'm going to show you around. We're going to try some of the local cuisine and bring you along for that, so let's go. So we've come here to a little view over the city we're exploring today. Beautiful Porto right behind me here. But anyway, for now we're going to go and find some good food and eat it and show you if we like it, because there's some pretty weird typical foods here, and just explore the place. So, you keen, Nina?
Oh yes, ready to explore the city.
Yes, we got Dora the Explorer here. Let's hit it. So we're on a little mission to find a little specialty here in Porto, some food. And what it is, I actually had it years ago when I was here, but I want to show Nina it. Because it's called, I guess it's called like a francesinha or something like this. I actually call it for short, heart attack sandwich. Hey, let's go, right?
Let's try this goodness.
Let's see if it's the best one. Now we just got to see if they really have the best francesinha in Porto. I actually don't even know if I'm saying francesinha right, so if you're Portuguese and you're laughing at me for my pronunciation, you got to let me know. Cheers.
Thanks so much. Wow.
Bag.
Obrigado. Now the food's here. I'm going to show you this. So what it is, it's got egg, we've got cheese, we've got meat inside a sandwich, and some kind of meat sauce gravy. So it's definitely not vegan at all. But it's pretty good. So let's try it, and let's try not to have a heart attack afterwards. I used to have a 6-pack. Now I've got a little fat pack, just because of this one sandwich. So we just came out from having a good old francesinha / heart attack sandwich, and I'm not gonna lie, we have plans to go and get coffee and dessert, and we're both totally wrecked, but for the sake of the video, we gotta eat more, so let's hit it. Oh, Max Verstappen, Campervan! Yes, bro! We're gonna try a few local pastries. How big is it normally?
It's like this. Normally it's like this.
Oh, yeah. that's girthy.
That's great.
Wow.
Great stuff.
Dançar todo fim de semana.
So we've just gotten our food. We got some seafood, we got some veggies, ready for a cheeky grill back at the barracks tonight. So now we're going to finish walking through the city, because to be honest, so far on this trip we've just eaten food and then eaten more food, and then we went and bought food for tonight. So we got to go and see the city a little bit more, and then we'll get back to the campsite. So I've come to the last stunning little viewpoint behind me here in Porto. We're about to head off back to the campsite. This is a pretty damn nice place. This is one of the most beautiful cities I think I've been to. So we're back at the campsite here, and just want to quickly show this little camp kitchen that we're going to be cooking on. So we finally got the fire started. It was a bit of a challenge with, we didn't really have small bits of wood, so we had to chuck a bit of paper on and kind of get it going with a bit of a cheating way. But anyway, it was all good in the end. But it's beautiful. Check out this little spot. It's great. Here's Alina. She's we prepared these bit of seafood, so we've got some prawns, calamaris, and some capsicum or some peppers. We've got some veg, and yeah, once this burns down, we'll get them on the grill, make a bit of a cook-up, eh? But for now, we are, hey, the lovely people, when you come and stay at this awesome campsite, they gave us this bottle of wine. Now, I'm not sure if they always do that, so if they don't give you a bottle of wine, you come stay here, it's not on me. Breakfast is sorted. The shower's pretty great. Pool area is pretty great. And if you want to chill, there's some pretty great chairs. Pretty great van, pretty great chick. We got a pretty great outdoor camp kitchen. We've got some pretty great palm trees. They got a pretty great place to wash your car as well. So if you're here in the area of Porto, I recommend this place, Istas Garden. Very great, very good. Really nice vibes, great people. The owners are absolute legends. Tuesdays and Thursdays there's a little wine tasting, so book those days. Come 4 days, don't stay for one. And besides that, let's hit the road, eh?
Let's hit the road.
Yes, you just copied what I said. What a copycat. The secure gate works pretty great. Ciao. Time for coffee too. This guy Eric, he's from Austria, and actually he just kind of seems to walk around the world and do these interesting things. He seems very spiritual, and he has a really nice peaceful thing about him. So I said I'd go and join him for some meditative kind of sport he does. So we're gonna go check it out. I have no clue what to expect, but let's go see. Eric grew up just north of Vienna in Austria. In 1988, he competed at the Olympic Games for Taekwondo and was very involved in the scene for a while. Let's go! I got my sword! These days, he spends his time walking through Europe and living off the land while practicing his sport. Even though I've lived in my van and traveled around Europe for many years now, being a bit of a hippie musician and photographer, Eric really takes hippie to a whole new level. Look at that! 1 minute in, I'm completely pooped. Eric is the master. Good. He got me 5 to 3. That's more of a workout than I've had in a while, which is a bit embarrassing to admit, but I'll get my chest breathing normally again. Thank you again, and we'll give us a hug. What a legend. So after a quick little session with Eric down on the beach doing the sports, I guess, it was a pretty cool experience, you know. That's one thing I like about on the road. You sometimes meet people that you would never talk to in a big city, maybe, or at least go and hang out with some guy swinging pieces of foam and wood around. You know, it's really cool to be able to get inside someone else's mind, I think, and sort of see maybe how he thinks and his experiences of life and the way he is kind of just processing this crazy world we live in. So nice to meet Eric if you ever see this. And yeah, I'm gonna chuck some links in the description so you can check out a bit of his stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna go down and take some photos of the waves, and I'll bring you along because they look pretty spectacular. They're finally getting a bit bigger. So let's go. coming to a close, but it's been a pretty nice day. So I'm getting a bit cold and a bit lost for words, so I'll shut up. It's time to get some food. I've just come back from filming the sunset. The sun is about to set just over here. And check out, Nina's prepared us. Ooh, look at this. What an absolute champion. Oh. Feeling spoiled, lads. I'm feeling spoiled. So we're going to taste a little and enjoy this. You're a legend.